Wow, look at that. Knight of Wands. Absolutely brilliant. Banging that drum, getting that passion out there, and really pushing on to get out of life what you know you deserve. It's really good. Virgo, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 17th through to the 23rd of October. That's coming up into that partial eclipse that we've done a video on, as well as the monthly and the equinox. And I will go and have a look at them because the collective readings have been absolutely amazing. So let's just see what's going through for you this coming week. See what the overall energy is going on for you. It's going to be a busy week, actually. It's a busy week running around. You may not see success, but then again, this is the hard grafting at the beginning. I think the success is on its way, but this is the hard grafting. So yeah, don't get disappointed. Don't think that there's going to be quick wins. Let's just say, if I'm going to start a business, I start that business. It doesn't mean I'm going to get the sales straight away. I've got to do that work as well. I've probably already done that work to get the business up and running, but I've also got to do that work in order to get it going. And therefore, I'm going to see the returns in probably years to come. That's the way it works in business. It could probably go a lot. To be honest, I think it go a lot quicker for you than you think. But just don't get disappointed. This is where you've got to go through to the end. This is where you've got to borrow a little bit of that energy from Taurus. That fellow Earth thing, sort of like being squared off and sort of saying, I'm not going to get diverted off my path, as it were. I think it's got to do more with, sort of material world, jobs, business, and stuff like that. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. Yeah, this is. I think it is mainly to do with your business side. I think you're concentrating on feathering your nest or getting yourself sorted, one or the t'other, with a new job or a new business or a new project. And on the relationship side here, it's kind of like, yeah, let's have fun. Let's take it and leave it as it goes. It's all about fun. And the devil, Capricorn. Wow, you could use a bit of Capricorn stuff on that side. That whole sort of devil, which is, he shines his light onto many different angles of your path, so you can see the wider picture, as it were. And I would do that in your relationships this week. Just kind of let it flow, let it roll. Explore avenues and kind of go, wow, I didn't realise that about Bert or Mavis. It's wow, that's a bit of an eye opener. It's quite fun. Oh, I wonder what that would be like. That sort of thing. Just really sort of taking it easy, taking it light. Don't let it fuss you, really. I would really keep it as light as possible this week. The more you keep it light, the better you're gonna have a time. Let's see how the universe is influencing that karmic message. There's a lot of social going on here, I think, as well. And I think you've got to be a little bit careful about it, because sometimes you are very sociable. Virgo, you're very sociable, you know that. And I reckon on this side here, I think the universe is almost kind of going, yeah, let's put a couple of things out there, see if Virgo gets distracted, sort of thing. I think it's a little bit like a test in a way. Yeah, they're chucking that heart towards you. The universe is just giving you that heart. So it's sort of saying, enjoy every moment that you have within your relationships. And when you're working, work. And define the two. And if you define the two, the both will profit enormously. It's like if you're growing two plants in one pot. And if you take one plant out of one pot and put it in the other pot, in another pot, all of a sudden both plants are going to do a lot better. It's exactly what it's like. So I would be, as much as the universe is asking you to put your heart and soul into your relationships when you're there, but the devil is also sort of saying, be careful about, just being too much in the social. That could deviate you. And I think that's what the devil there. It's a bit of a warning, really, more than anything else. Okay, let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this. Yeah, they're very easygoing as well. They're a little bit like the universe here, and they're helping you out. They don't want to get you caught out because it's not within their interest, really. They're trying to keep the conversations. So you'll have a little coincidence. You're talking to someone, you're kind of thinking, oh, I've got to go because I've got to go and do that business. I don't know how to end this conversation. And then all of a sudden something comes in, it happens. You're going to go, oh, well, that's made a break. Oh, yeah, I've got to go and do this. Look, I'll speak to you later. And that's how the guides are trying to help you out here. So I would be very attentive to the situations that are around you. They're providing you healing in regards to your relationships, squaring things up and putting things in their place. You know, feathering your nest, making you feel happy. You know, consolidating your heart. Sort of scenario. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. They're going to tell you. They're not going to. They're backing up these guys here. These guys here on the super subconscious. So they're working on the environment that is around you, in the physical material world mainly. And these guys here are working. These guides here are working on the conversation that is within us. So we're sort of like that inner conversation that we all have, and they're sort of like helping and guiding the spirit who is living in the body and driving the body. And they're sort of backing up their things. So they're going to be saying to you, kind of going, need to leave this conversation, because I need to be doing stuff. That's what they're sort of saying. They're sort of saying, quick. Let's move on. So I would be really, this is a learning curve for you this week about your heart, basically, and how you apply it to the people that are around you. Realize that, you know, your heart is a very valuable thing. It's a very valuable emotion. And therefore I wouldn't just give it away willy-nilly. I would only invest it in a situation where you feel completely at one with. And when you don't, then that's the time to sort of move on in a way. So I would get to that sort of scenario if I was you. It's going to stop you being pulled from pillar to post. And I would keep an eye on the goals of where you want to be, feathering your nest, as it were. Because you're in your winter period at the moment, and that's what it's all about. It's all about doing the foundation work. So it's more on the business side and on the relationship side. Let's go see what's going on here and see what's happening on the business side. Keep plugging away. This is, I think, almost the universe is kind of testing you, as if to sort of saying, have you got it? Have you got it in you? There's the 8 of Pentacles coming out, so it's all to do with mastery. There's something you've got to master this week, and I think this mastery is to do with look at that King of Wands. You know, it is leading, standing in your thing, and sort of sorting out this long-term plan. Yes, you're going to be disappointed from occasionally, but the thing is, the 5 of Cups, what she's holding is the Ace of Cups in her hand. So the universe is backing this up. So even, you know, once you get disappointed, you just stand up, dust yourself down and move on. But move on to your plans, what you want and what you were looking forward to doing. Okay? Let's just see how the universe is guiding this karmic message. They're very sociable. Networking. So, yeah, I think it's a case of communication is key at the moment. And look at that, Knight of Wands. Absolutely brilliant. Banging that drum, getting that passion out there, and really pushing on to get out of life what you know you deserve. It's really good. That's what the universe is trying to do. Sort of within your networking, be passionate about it. You know, no hold bars. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. They're being a little bit overwhelmed, and I think this is where the streamlining is going to be coming in, and that's what could cause the disappointment in a way. They're being a little bit overwhelmed. So it would be better if you could actually start streamlining how you put your energies and things, your energies and your forces into what you're trying to create. Okay, so there's a lot of things coming in on here. This is a 3 of Wands. Want to go on the journey, not really leaving the path, looking out the waves with a surfboard under the thing, saying, I'd love to ride those waves. But those waves are coming back in, so they're not really going anywhere. And what it is an exchange between the exterior and the interior, basically. It's the old harbour master with having boats coming in and boats going out. You know, products coming in, products going out. And this is what you're doing. It's your guys here are trying to sort of like streamline, or certainly refine, I think is the word, is the opportunities that you should be looking at. And I think that's where the networking comes into play. Okay, let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this conversation that is in you. You've got it, you've got it, you've got it. I'm just asking what they've got. Why not? You have the depth in you to bring out a certain success, not only in the projects you're doing, but also for you on a personal level. It's almost as if you're trying to, there's like a bit of a proving to oneself. So don't, just be a little bit wary of that, because that may cause a little bit of that, I think at the right passage, I think you're being a bit harsh on yourself, I think it. And you could be literally whipping yourself to get there. No, don't. Ace of Hearts is what it's all about. I think this is what the journey is all about. The Ace of Hearts coming through here. I wouldn't be surprised if like the, the Two of Hearts or the Justice cast came out at the end to give you a bit of harmony at the end of the week. But I think this is a realization that it's kind of going networking and stuff like that. Yeah, push it, enjoy it, get your passions really rocking and rolling, but don't be too hard on yourself, basically, Virgo. Let's just see what's going on at the end of the week and see how it plays out. Ooh, there's the sweet taste of success, and it's like going out for an evening. You have a nice glass of wine, beautiful glass of wine, and obviously it's a big party, and you end up getting drunk. But you've started off on a glass of wine. I wouldn't suggest getting drunk is another program. So I think it's here is just enjoying that appreciating that glass of wine, that one glass of wine, appreciating that. Okay, so we got the Two of Wands going forward, and it's putting into place the plans of the future. It's looking out to the sea like the Three of Wands here, but here you're actually going to start putting things into place. So then this Three of Wands can actually go on to, let's say, the Nine of Wands journeying, basically. Or something on those sort of that sort of hilt, really. But it is gradually preparing for you in the future. The world could be your oyster, and there's that work that needs to be put into place, which seems to be this week. So there you go, Virgo. I hope that helps you out to sort of position you this week and get the best out of this week. That's what the Astroflower is all about. You can learn a lot more in the descriptions below. Thank you very much for being here. Very much appreciate it. We have all those monthly readings, equinox and solstice readings, and equinox and eclipse readings as well. In the meantime, Virgo, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.